Hello everyone and welcome to episode 11 of Red Dead Redemption 2. We are back in camp. I think we just recently shaved. Yep, here comes our autosave. It's always a little bit random how long that's going to take. I don't think we need to change clothing just yet. Let me just actually look here. 68 degrees? Nah, it's nice and warm here. If anything, we should take off the jacket, I'd say. Let's change clothes. Let's go with probably just outfits, right? And we're going to switch to Summer Gunslinger. 70 degrees, that's awfully hot for that jacket. Now, let's take a quick look. First of all, what time of day is it? It is 9:41, so we're probably going to rest here. Yeah, let's get a good night's sleep. Maybe grab some stew. We've been struggling with the fact that Arthur has been... Oh, maybe play some poker as well. Yeah, let's spend some time here in camp.
We're stuck in the ship now, Mr. Morgan. In the ship. We're drowning in mud.
Oh, it's locked off.
For a man of the cloth, you have quite a way with words.
Words are the very least of my problems. The very least.
I'm sure. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
I don't care.
He's real up and down, isn't he, Reverend Swanson?
Evening.
Let's have some fun tonight.
Boy, this game is always... We might have to check the volume again. It feels very, very quiet relative to everything else. Can I play poker? Is this allowed?
Why not?
Someone's gonna have to make a liquor run eventually.
Fella was telling me that gunslinger, Landon Ricketts, has a weakness for poker.
Probably won't play very many cards, but I like spending some time in camp here. How do I see my cards? Oh, pair of fours right out the gate. Well, let's call...
Check.
John's already out. Pair of fours, pair of sixes.
Man, gotta play it safe.
If anybody has an 8 out there, they're doing pretty well. Roll call. I'm not feeling so confident. We're doing well, but all it takes is 1 8 out there, and we've already lost.
Here's some crumbs.
Kid
Let's
wages,
work
huh?
with this.
Yeah, we'll stay in, but I'm not going to raise it up anymore. 11 cents. Here you go.
Yep.
Hello to Tashir. Tashir, I hope you had a nice Thursday. We checked in with Tashir a little bit ago.
Now, here's a respectable bet.
Yeah, if anybody here has an 8
Allowance
We
from your
lost.
mama?
or 7. Ooh. How much have I put in so far? Where am I at? I still got 80 cents. Here's the thing. If there's 1 7 or 1 8 out there, we lost. I'm going to stay in.
I'm gonna see you.
Look at you.
Oh, hello to Jade May.
Not bad.
Jade, we were lurking in your...
Yes, that's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I didn't even see the full house coming.
All this for me?
Jade, we were hanging out in your RuneScape stream. That was a lot of fun. I love that RuneScape has such a dedicated following. Like, I feel like there's nothing quite like it out there.
Yeah, I had it since my first day in the Navy. Can't believe I'd gone and lost it.
Well, keep my eye out for another one.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan. You know, the amount we move around, it's a useful thing to have. Huh.
Item request. Wait. I got a new quest. Pearson has asked for a naval compass. Okay. I don't know where to look for that. I probably should have listened to what he was saying. I just thought it was background dialogue. That's cool that we got
I'll check.
a quest out of this. Oh, hello to Mimus. Mamus?
I'll check.
Check. Wait, what do I have? No, that's what they have. And I've got an ace and a 7. I have nothing at all. But it doesn't cost me anything to check, so we'll go with it.
Gotta play it safe.
No.
Nah.
It's not even worth the 4 cents.
Yeah, it works.
I really should have just gone and gotten some stew.
I farted. I'm sorry, it's the southern food.
I hear you.
I hope anybody watching this now or in the immediate future is having an okay time. There's been a...
You think they play this in Europe, too? China, maybe?
It's hard to compete with their voices. There's been a huge winter storm system that has moved over the United States. Many people are without power, and oftentimes in states where they are unaccustomed to extreme cold for prolonged periods and power outages. So just to acknowledge, we hope that everybody is doing well. A good friend of the stream, Diesel Jones, only just recently got his power back after a few days off. Okay, that's not Bill. I'm forgetting his name. Pearson?
You ain't got more than
I haven't even looked at what I got. 10 and a 6, but they're both hearts. So we could fill out a, what is that, a flush, I think?
Call.
Unless both of those are hearts. So, what? Sorry. 7, 8, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. If we could get a 9, if anybody deals a 9, we got a straight going. I'll check.
Here.
Oh, hello to
I've
Drienne.
ever seen one.
Drienne, so there's no story content going on right now. We have to send a thank you letter to Allie Johns, who is a friend from Drienne's stream. Allie Johns recommended to More Than a Mia to play Night in the Woods, and Mia just wrapped that up last night. That was... Okay, so now we've got a pair of 3s, and if anybody deals out that 9, I don't know if... does that count? Who cares? Let's stay in.
Check.
This will probably be my last hand anyway. I'm down to 12 cents.
Not much of a risk taker, are you?
Okay, Allianz, then. Noted. I will try to remember that. It's all in. But Night in the Woods was...
Here.
What do I have?
Now.
Careful, Ray.
So I got a pair of 10s,
What? No.
and that's it.
I like that. A little goes a long way.
Wait, why am I waiting to reveal? What's muck? What is X?
Oh, here. With that? Jesus. Come on.
Oh, am I back in the game? Did I just win 93 cents? I won the main pot. Yeah, wow, look at that. I'm only down 7 cents. Bye, everybody. Oh, wait, can I... Ooh, I can't drop out now. I guess we're in it for one more hand, then. Hello to
Take
Feecrest.
care now.
Oh, I did get out. Okay. Poker accomplished. We only lost a little bit. Alright, I think I can get some stew. Or not. It's not ready yet. Take. Yeah, I also, so Patikin is saying that he saw that Zombie Army 4 is out on Steam, and Tashir's asking, wow, it's been a year already, because yeah, that was a Epic exclusive, but I think that's right. Patikin saying that he and Tashir still need to play the trilogy together. Okay, do I don't have anything to sell here. Okay, so the only thing that I might want to do around camp here is some 5-finger fillet. I'm particularly interested in doing it now that we know that we can get some extra quests in here.
Sit down, my dearest friend, and show me just what you got.
And forgive me if I slip and stab you in the face.
You know, I think the last time I played this was with Skinny and those boys and Strawberry. That's right. That's right. Just start stabbing.
Wait, how do you look again? A's and B's. Okay, that should be fairly easy.
Shit. This'll sting for a while.
This is not going to be easy. It's 2 buttons. I don't think I can do it well. Oh! So I shouldn't screw around. Oh, hello to Ricardinho. Oh, Tashir says that he could never do this. Oh, I can't even do this with a pen. With the cap on. Oh, wait, I need to see it. A's and X's. Okay.
Oh.
It's once they start to going
Hope
A,
you're
B,
ready.
A, X, A, Y, A, X, A, B. That's where I get really messed up. Suppose it's one way to get your hand-eye coordination up, because you don't, you lose your hands.
You gonna lose sometime?
Okay, that's good for now.
That was real fun.
See you around.
All right. If it's still late enough or not early enough, I'm going to turn it until morning, and then we'll check the map, but then I think we will... Where's my bunk? There it is. Then I think what we'll do is go talk to Dutch. I think that he is the next mission that we have available, and he's right here. Nope. Sleep. Perfect. Morning. Yes. Get a night's 7 hours sleep. That's more than I get most nights. So Drienne is going to lurk tonight. Yeah, I didn't have a lot more to say about it. It'll just be a quick Twitch message to Allianz to say Allianz had recommended Night in the Woods to Mia. I believe it was even a gift to Mia, and I really enjoyed watching it. Such that I regret not having played it myself. I'm a big believer in hey, shout out all the great work that people are doing. Patikin just played through the DLC pack for the first DLC pack for Immortals: Phoenix Rising. Tashir has oh gosh, now I can't remember if he finished it. I think he was due to finish Cyberpunk 2077 to this week, but that may have been put off due to other events. Either way, that's a great thing to watch. I actually have to say, if you have not played Night in the Woods, especially if you've not played it, don't watch Mia's stream. Consider playing it for yourself, because I regret not having played it first. I was very impressed by that game, and as much as I enjoyed watching Mia's playthrough, I would have enjoyed playing it a lot, I think, as well. Let me just pause for 1 second, and because I don't want that to sound like shade, I had heard good things about Night in the Woods for a very, very long time. It's not like I didn't have a chance, or it's just one of those things oh, it looks cute, but whatever. It is worth your time. That's what I'll say about it. Okay, and Tashir did finish Cyberpunk, and he says with a great journey and ending.
It's funny, us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves in a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We got the day. It's nice out. Old Hosea says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
Mary Beth?
Hi.
He said there's a creek around here that's full of fish, right? Because it sounded like some of those syllables were a bit truncated, or it's his accent, I'm not sure.
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always green crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fishing.
All right, gentlemen, let me show you how it's done.
If the game audio is very light, please let us know, and we'll... It just feels very soft, even though we checked all the volume levels coming in.
Passing you.
Go on.
Whoops.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. But what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Okay, so I hate to cut off the dialogue, but Ricardo is voting for a little bit higher on the dialogue. This is going to take a second because of how the game handles alt-tabbing, so you'll see us just go into... Just to show here, audio is all the way up. That's it. That's as high as it goes. So everything else is going to be done outside the game, where it's also, by the way, mostly dialed up, but I think we can get it slightly higher in OBS. So just time out for 1 second. We'll be right back. You might see some flashing, and it might go to searching for game. Just 1 quick second.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
Now,
Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
Brian's provided an update to his car in the chat. I'd like to acknowledge that because it's terrible news. I'm very sorry to hear about it.
Oh.
Sorry, Dutch.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
Well, look who it is.
Bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out. How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It is good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train.
Oh, I'm working on it.
Do not shoot them, you hear me? Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellers wanted for?
Oh, the Anderson boys? Robbery, murder, kidnapping. They're the lowest of the low.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
Goddamn cowards hiding behind that van!
That must have hurt. Leave them. Stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. See if you can get alongside the train.
Yep.
You need to get alongside it. See the flat carriage? Head for that. Get us as close as you can. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! God! You bastard! Damn fool!
Get up.
Come on, Mr. Callahan. I'm relying on you.
Stop!
X.
Come on, shitbag. Go on, don't lose them.
Don't lose them. Where do you think they're headed?
Damn bastard. Get the hell away from me.
Is that it? We're gonna be dead soon, partner.
Oh,
Go, get after them.
you owe me a hat.
Running ain't gonna help. Just you and me now, pal.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us then, lawman. Come here. We need to bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
Can I get my knife?
Come on. Come on. Just don't kill him.
Okay.
Are you sure?
Sadly so. I'm right out here if you need me. Try at least.
Okay. I feel like there's only so many times you can bury that in my chest up to the hilt before I'm gonna really start feeling it.
Still think you're tough?
That's what they call getting pigged.
Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Pick up the Anderson boy. Well, good, because I seem to be sealed in here. Jade is turning in. Jade, have a great night.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. and a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
This guy sounds like he's tutorializing a knockoff Skylanders
Anders
game.
back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Pitikin, thank you for the lurk.
Road, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
Dutch asks a lot of things, though. So Brian is saying that his car that was disabled the other week has been diagnosed as having a hole in the engine, which is going to be like $6,500 to fix. That's
is the Rhodes Parlor House.
Awful news.
Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
Whoa!
Oh, boy, that's enough of that.
Oops.
Chop, chop, don't just leave him slumped on there for the whole town to see. Just bring him here.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out over rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there?
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
Let's go fishing. We don't get to spend a lot of time with Haseo.
Don't think too hard.
No.
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kind of like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
Didn't really think Dutch was going to come, but okay. Oops.
Folk in town whispering about that boy, whoever the hell he is. Something shameful, all right.
Just like last month.
All right, gentlemen. Follow me.
Okay, well, everybody chill out for 1 second. I'm missing a hat. We gotta get this sorted out. There we go.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different part. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
So pause just for 1 second because Brian is sharing that he's working with the bank and insurance to see if they can help him out with the loan in the car. I hope so. And Brian, like, it's just a good reminder that between the crippling power outages, the shortages of food and drinkable water and other things that are happening in the country, Brian's car problems elsewhere in chat, like people that we've come to know over the last several months or well over a few years now in chat have experienced back problems and job problems and you know, launch troubles and all sorts of different things. It's important to remember that here on Twitch, the individuals that you just see as being text on a screen, they are human beings with lives that are happening, and it's one of the reasons why hopefully we can sort of chill out here and have a good time playing poker and the five-finger fillet or whatever it's called, and sort of set that stuff aside, but also that the real world will be there and waiting for us afterwards. So I really mean it when I address Brian and say I'm very sorry to hear about the car, and I hope that they are able to help you out on that, because that's some rough news. That's a lot of money just to be able to do stuff that, like, get to the grocery store, get to work, stuff like that. I'm sorry to hear it.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
So, you're going back to see that Sheriff Gregg?
Yeah, I don't see why not. They don't know who we are down here.
He didn't seem the sharpest attacks. Neither did that deputy.
If he thinks we can be useful to him, he can certainly be useful to us. A little hiding in plain sight.
I feel like we're always hiding in plain sight.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Easy.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water. Yes, over there on the shore.
Have a snack of some kind.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Oh, we get to go boating? I didn't know that was a thing.
All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. It's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
Rotate the sticks.
Stupid luck and
Nope.
good fish.
That'll do too.
Wait, how do you
Get us a bit deeper.
tap A to row faster? Oh, okay. I was expecting, like, rotate both sticks in time or something. That would be a very Rockstar thing to do. And hello to Azric, by the way. Sorry, you came in during a bunch of dialogue. I hope you're having a nice Thursday.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something
Oops. Okay, lake lure. Okay.
big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
I'm glad they're tutorializing this again, because we went fishing once with
You got a bite there, Arthur.
Jake.
Just
I don't remember his name right now.
Arthur.
Okay, and then... But I didn't remember what the controls were for this. And I won't remember the next time we come fishing either, so hopefully they always do the tutorial. Yep, okay. Bring him in here. I'm still holding down left trigger. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to.
They're nibbling. There he is.
I think the first fishing minigame I ever played was Ocarina of Time. And I did a bunch of it at the time, too, because I was really enchanted with the fact that it was a puzzle. See, here's a fish!
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis.
I'm gonna keep this one.
50-pounder, he reckons.
I would like to see that.
Ah, I should have had that one.
Hey, Hosea. You remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, So how did you enjoy those bass?
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley, that was nice of you. And he replies, well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Not gonna lie, I
Remember
could.
those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
I really botched that. Hold on. Reset cast. That was awful. There are way worse ways to spend an evening than to have Haseo and Dutch telling you stories while you fish. I think most of my afternoons are spent worse than this.
You got something biting, Arthur.
I think we may have exhausted their stories, though. Things have fallen awfully quiet. Okay, I don't know where you're going. Hey, I don't want to get our lines tangled.
Good job, Arthur.
If these are not good-sized fish, I do not know what good-sized fish are. Like, that looks like that'd be a heck of a meal.
Keeping that one, eh?
Yes. All right. Guys, what are we doing? Are we done?
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners, newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, ground. We care not for the martial men that do our state's disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp think that we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
I'm very entertained by the fact that they had to teach these actors that song,
All
but
right.
not very well.
I think well, I mean, we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Bronze, of course. So what do we have to do? We had to catch 10 fish in 7 minutes. Okay. Knock out Anders Anderson without taking a hit. It's very unlikely I'll ever do that. Catch and return Anders Anderson within 5 minutes 30 seconds. Catch a fish with Dutch and Hosea. I don't think I need any ammo. Okay, so we do have an...
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. Just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
I would have given him money. I mean, Arthur has plenty. I guess we should technically donate to the camp, but...
Ah, Herr Morgan.
Herr Strauss.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.
Individuals that owe the gang money. Okay, yes. So we are going to go do that. So this looks like Domino's. Not really... Wait, what is it? Let's actually check on the map here. This is Domino's. Yeah, sorry, Tilly. That's not really my thing. All right, we do some more poker. Donate to camp. I might want to donate to camp. Let's donate to camp. I was just saying, Arthur has plenty of cash. We should probably make sure that we're upholding our end of the bargain. Yeah, sorry, Tilly. Yeah, no, I can't hear you. It's in the middle of something. Okay, nope. Contribute. Here we go. Alright. I don't know if I have a lot of items. Okay, I'll tell you what. Have this silver emblem ring. That's worth $3, right?
Come on, folks, time to eat.
And I actually don't think that I can... Oh, 3 of 5. Okay, I was about to say I'm not sure that I can carry more of that. Here, have a silver pocket watch, because I'm almost full on those. And then after that, can I just give some cash? $700. Contribute. And money. And... Let's give another $15. There we go. That's enough. It's a large gang. Other people can also contribute. Alright, so I'm thinking debt collection. The sun's a little low in the sky, but not so much so that we couldn't go make the acquaintance of somebody who owes the gang money. Then we've got the Grays. That's Albert Mason. Oh, that's the wildlife photographer dude, right? And we're looking for... Oh, wow, this is a ways away. If we go over here, what else is here? We got a trapper. I don't think I need to pay off a bounty, but I could be wrong. Go up there. Oh, that's... Wait, no, this is way closer. Okay, let's go here instead. Gwyn Hughes. Yeah, so we're recording this not terribly long after the... Oh, dear. I'm completely forgetting his name now. He just passed away. Gregory... And it's, like, the name in my head is Gregory Peck, and that's not him. Christopher Plummer. Right? That's the right name. Yes, I think that's correct. The guy who played...
Man saved my hide not once, but twice.
What the hell?
What you want, Micah?
Nothing. Just saying thank you, brother. I can call you brother, can't I?
I think I like you even less when you're friendly.
You're the first person ever told me that.
Alright, bye, Micah. So, Christopher Plummer recently passed away, and, you know, people were sort of, like, celebrating his life and times and so forth. And one of the interesting things that, like, one of the interesting stories that I had to double-check about him is... assuming that I have the name correct, Christopher Plummer did not do his own singing in The Sound of Music, and in fact was terrified of singing. Like, even when your voice is not going to be the one on the track, you will typically do singing there, and then they'll dub it over in post, and that's how a lot of that is done, so that your mouth matches the words and so forth. And he was so terrified of it. Like, he really hated doing it. And when you see him in The Sound of Music, you'd never know. I mean, he was a hell of an actor. Sorry, do I have to say goodbye to that person? No, guess not. And my understanding is that Allison Hannigan, there was a musical episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well, and she was very much the same way. Just for whatever other acting or producing talents that she has, singing on set in front of others, she was very, very, very uncomfortable doing it. So she has very little singing in there. Feecrest is saying, oh, Rush Limbaugh also passed away. Yeah, yeah, we like to keep things light. We don't want to get too much into politics, but the passing of Rush Limbaugh is a big deal in the United States political landscape. And my experience with the Rush Limbaugh show is that we listened to the Rush Limbaugh show for 3 hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday, from probably between the year 2000 until about 2009. And that included on the episodes when he would be off and he would bring in some of his other guest hosts. I mean, we listened to basically every single one. And I can earnestly, legitimately say that there is no one in the world that is more individually responsible for pushing my politics left than listening to Rush Limbaugh for 3 hours a day, every day for 9 years. Has asked, yeah, I'm not planning on using weapons or causing trouble in roads. Whatever you've heard about the experience of listening to the Rush Limbaugh show or what he was like or like the little things, you are unprepared for the experience of actually hearing it all like through a big chunk of the afternoon every single day. Again, we don't want to get too much into it, but imagine the experience of putting your face directly up against a sun lamp, only instead of warmth, it is hate that is coming at you. Rush Limbaugh had the singular ability to revel in and glorify the suffering of others in a way that provided cover and comfort to people to say, not only is the misery of others below you something that you are allowed to feel good about, it's something that you should feel good about. It's something that elevates you because those people deserve it. And what's more, any suffering or hardship that you have in your own life is in fact caused by those people beneath you. And that's why they deserve whatever they're getting. He coached at least 2 generations of Americans to aim their spears down. Instead of looking up and looking for bigger and more powerful targets that were abusing their power, he taught generations of Americans to aim down and to look at the weak, the powerless, the disenfranchised, the voiceless, and to treat them with a scorn and pity, and made them feel powerful and righteous as they did it. He had an unimaginable dearth of shame, and on multiple occasions while listening to his radio show, I had the experience of listening to him pivot 180 degrees, a full 180 degree reversal from what he had been saying prior to a commercial break to what he was saying after the commercial break, with absolutely no acknowledgement, no apology, no acknowledgement whatsoever that he was suddenly saying the exact opposite of what he had previously been saying. One especially memorable event was, you know what? Well, now I started, so we'll be as quick as possible because I did want to press ahead with our fun cowboy adventures. I remember for months in, it would have been the year 2008. For months and months and months, mainstream conservative discourse in the United States of America was that John McCain was the superior choice because he had experience. He had the experience. He'd been a Washington insider for decades, and he knew the town, he knew how to get things done. It was the experience and the long legislative history, and that's what made him the preferable choice over Barack Obama, is the experience. We had to have the experience. And then one day, you turned on the Rush Limbaugh show, and suddenly, experience was secondary, because what we needed was a fresh, bright new voice in the United States White House. We needed to have fresh new ideas from outside the Beltway, and we didn't want to be stayed in these old stodgy ideas. And what happened between that sudden pivot was that John McCain had chosen Sarah Palin to be his running mate. And the precision with which the entire United States conservative movement moved in absolute mechanical lockstep to a completely different position, wholly incompatible with what they had been saying for the previous 6 months, was breathtaking to behold. And Rush Limbaugh was right there to wind the key on those mechanical soldiers. So, yes, the death of Rush Limbaugh is worthy of note in the United States political landscape, and that is, I think, everything that I have to say about it. Smokin' Lows said the politics are getting deeper by the minute, LOL. Well, hopefully they're going to get shallower, and we will continue on with our fun cowboy adventure, because we're, here to play a game, but every once in a while, something like a massive blizzard rolling through Texas and leaving a lot of people cold and miserable and hungry, like they don't have food, it's a big deal, is worthy of conversation. And sometimes the passing of a notable figure. Hey, Gwen.
Gwen Hughes? Start picking out a box for yourself if you don't got that money you owe Leopold Strauss.
I don't... I need more time.
Doesn't everybody? That casket for you? Or you want another?
Wait. I can get it for you. But, come with me to the churchyard. And stay close. Hmm?
All right.
Oh, this ain't right. I mean, I'll get you your money, but, well, you'll see.
What ain't right is borrowing money you can't pay back.
I guess you're correct, but, it ain't exactly right, what we're doing.
You ain't the first to put his hand in the collection box, and you won't be the last. Rest a little easier knowing church has been taking more than they need off poor folks since time began.
Well, like I said, well, the morality of the matter is a little more confusing than that.
He's gonna go grave robbing.
Okay. You head on in the church, I'll keep watch.
Well, it ain't in there. It's under here. I'm digging up Mrs. Claypole.
Jesus!
Well, she got a bunch of jewels in there that she don't need.
And by this, sir, we mean you are digging up Mrs.
Damn
Graypole.
it. There's a bunch of people here. Oh, I got it. Look, you clear them off, and I'll wait right around here. But don't hurt nobody. We don't want no fuss.
Don't be shy, ain't no one around.
Just my auntie.
Your auntie's long past prudishness.
You two might want to find somewhere a little more private.
We was fine until you got here, mister. Good day now.
Get out of here, kids. Move!
Come on. I knew we shouldn't have been here.
You missed your chance, boy!
Oh, are there more people to spook? Okay. Okay, this woman appears to be in mourning. I don't want to harass her.
Look at this. Overgrown and all.
Ma'am, would you mind clearing out of here for some maintenance work?
Oh, gladly. It's about time this place got cleaned up.
Whoops. Sorry, I was just checking chat. Mia saying try not to pay too much attention because of spoilers, but heard what was shared and appreciate it.
It's all clear.
All right. Now go watch the gate. I'll get to this exhumation.
I hope a lot of people don't show up. I mean, it's nightfall at a graveyard.
Sorry. Church grounds are closed.
Okay. It's, good of you to be doing it out of hours, I guess. I'll come back in the morning.
Wait, it's a very large... Are there more people coming? This is a very large yellow blob. I want to make sure that nobody sneaks in while I'm looking away. Nope, hold on. Here's some people. Hey, we can probably be very intimidating if we take out... Where's the, doesn't he have a lantern? Lantern? No, where's the lantern? I'm not crazy, right? Like, he's got... Is it only when he's on his horse? I feel like seeing Arthur standing at the gates with like a big lantern would spook people off, but
In this town, that's for sure. There's them that's born to it. I don't care very much what the...
Hey, look, we're closed for some excavation work. Would you mind?
No, I ain't gonna mind you at all. You carry on with your business, we'll carry on with ours. This fella. Oh,
damn choir boy.
Get the hell out of this churchyard. Are you boys gonna need yourselves a preacher?
You hear this fella?
I heard him all right.
We're gonna lick you, bastard.
At least hit me.
Come on. You gonna get it.
you sure you want to do this? Oh, crap.
Shit. Hope this hole's dug.
Yeah, should I, like, move these bodies? Also, Jinx was saying that it's in the weapons wheel. There it is! That's what I was looking for. You'll notice that I did not rob those bodies. As far as we can tell, robbing people that are not dead seems to cause an honor hit. Maybe not all the time. Oh, and Mia, thank you for doing the shoutouts.
Well, here's your payment. Oh, forgive me, Mrs. Claypole.
What you find?
Well, she had a brooch here. It looks like diamonds.
Well, this'll do. Now get out of here before someone sees you.
Can't believe it's come to this. All right, well, I'm out of here.
That's
more than clear what I owe you.
all right. I think we can hop the fence. Pop. Okay, so yes, okay. So that's road. So we can go down here to GR. I want to do, anytime it's possible, I would prefer to do the white markers over the yellow ones, since the yellow ones tend to advance the main story. And even if we've got some runway before, like, anything ages out, just feels wise. Now, it is dark out. Like, we had a full day of chasing down outlaws and then fishing, so we probably want to take a look at stopping in Stagecoach, Dutch. Dutch is right here, though. Like, he's right here. What is this? Weapons forbidden. Yes, weapons forbidden in this area. I'll tell you what, let's go check in with Dutch. It feels silly to leave here just to go collect some debt, rather. I was actually looking for like a...
That's the way it goes, I guess.
Well,
what's the prism theme? I was actually looking for a an inn to stay at tonight, since it is ...
A lot of trouble
12:30 in the morning.
recently.
I swear, this place is going straight to hell.
All right, I don't see a hitching post out here.
Well,
can I hitch to this fence? Is that close enough? Nope. All right, you don't go nowhere. Also, why is Dutch in this? Oh, this is sheriff's office. Okay.
Of course, of course. Oh, and here is my dear friend, Arthur Callahan. Boy is a hunter. Boy is a killer. Arthur, you've met but not been introduced to Mr. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sheriff Gray.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine.
Tough business you boys had.
We did?
Oh, there's no need to pretend with me, sir. Life can be tough.
So it can.
And no man owes another anything.
No, sir.
But still, I feel you were hard done by. Losing your employment like that. But still, here in Rhodes, we have work enough for honest men.
Oh, that's some strong stuff. Still, don't seem to be doing you any harm, I guess.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good, honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta sit me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Jinx is saying that he... Whoops.
How are you?
Pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course!
Who else would be?
But you were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites?
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Very quickly, Brian, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you have a great evening, and thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully the car situation gets resolved well.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the other stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
And now we get a break in the dialogue.
That rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes, I thought so too.
Does it feel good to be back at it, serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon?
Jinx was saying that he likes that I'm using Arthur's default outfit. Yeah, I just plain like it better than most of his others. Oh,
I
wait.
swear they got it in for me.
Dear me, that don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, I am. If you see anything sort of glinting, you just let me take a look at it.
No. This must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look. Suit and tie. One bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up.
We're getting right back on here, right? Yes? No? I'm not touching the stick right now. Okay. So when I press Y, he seems to go back over to Yalta. Y. There we go.
Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Well, I'm very hungry here. Or getting there. Let's see. Canned peaches. Well, that's good all the way around, isn't it?
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Go right at the crossroads. Could drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to him. Don't even look him in the eye. They're right again here.
I'm sure I wouldn't.
The actor who played Radar O'Reilly in MASH also had a... I don't know enough about it to address it correctly. I don't know if it was like a congenital defect, but he had something that was different about one of his hands, and it's very, very well hidden in the television series. Radar almost invariably has like a clipboard or something else that is covering up one of his hands, but if you know to look for it, there's a few scenes where it is visible.
Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick.
But even with that, expert level drummer. Fantastic drummer.
Bring in alive, understood? Round them up, then take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with.
Yeah, gosh, it's interesting that he never knew. I'm trying to remember the actor's name. It's gonna be one of those things that as soon as I hear it, it'll be super obvious. But there's one scene in MASH where Radar...
See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in '78.
How are we gonna handle this?
Well,
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
Left.
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers.
Knock them out.
Fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
All right, so let's not overthink it. Let's go get the guy right across here.
Over there.
Bridge. Just gonna go across. What's the worst that could possibly be in some dark, murky water with... Oh.
God damn it.
I'm the worst.
Hey! You got an intruder!
Ugh. I thought he was like, I don't know, skinning a fish or something. Restart, checkpoint. Gary Berghoff.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them. A fine idea.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and then tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
Yeah, there's an episode of MASH where Radar plays the drums, and that is actually Gary Berghoff. No overdubbing, no anything like that. That's just him, and that's not even him playing to like his full extent. Is my understanding, or at the time. This was a spin-off of MASH called Radar that was about Radar O'Reilly going home after the conclusion of the television series, but I don't think that it did particularly well. So we can see on the radar that this person is facing this way. I don't know. I'm hoping that if I sort of stick next to this rise and get around behind him. Yeah, he's busy with whatever he's doing up in that wagon. We'll just stay low. Should be fine. Oh, he's already here. I didn't even see where Bill came from.
You wait here. I'll deal with him.
Okay, make it quick.
All right, I don't know if we can do a takedown from down here. Yes.
I think I saw another one guarding the still.
Okay.
I'll get this feller trussed up.
Whoa, whoa. Who are these people? Those are my friends. Okay. Can I... Well, they already got their guys. I wonder if one of the bonus objectives for this one is going to be get your two guys before Dutch and Deputy Dewey get theirs. Yeah, thanks, Dutch. I'm just looking to see where he is. The lighting and fog effects in this game are incredibly well done. I've never seen a single episode of Radar, which was the spin-off series. Although, carry the moonshiner to the wagon. I want to say that he wasn't the only one in it. Was that the... There was like a spin-off from MASH that had Gary Berghoff. I don't remember anybody's name right now, but the guy that played Father Mulcahy, and I want to say that the guy that played Sherman Potter were all in it. And I don't think it went very far, but it was basically the group of people. When MASH reached like its penultimate season or something like that, there was a vote. This is my understanding, a vote among the cast for who wanted to keep going and who wanted to bring the series to an end. And ultimately, the majority of the cast wanted to bring the series to an end, so they had their final season and their final episode, which was the highest-rated thing on television. You know, anything that wasn't the Super Bowl and maybe even the Super Bowl. It was a huge event.
Just drop him with the others.
But not everybody wanted to do that, and they tried their hand at like one or two spin-offs. I don't remember. Okay, don't move that wagon.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So,
Think you're real funny, don't you?
tell me about
That
the-
is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Tashir saying, wasn't it called Aftermash? Yes. So, but there was a television series called Radar, and it was all like capitalized, like MASH was. But the series I'm thinking of was Aftermash. And yeah, like, wasn't Klinger in that as well? Like, there was like a smattering of people from MASH, and they all sort of like hung out together in some like small town or something. I've never seen an episode of Aftermash either. All right, so we want to get some dynamite like this. We're gonna place it just like here, right? You would think just among all the barrels. One is probably gonna be enough, or do we really want to do more than this?
You're almost done, Arthur.
Yeah,
Sure.
Dutch.
Just a second.
All right. Ignite. Ignite. Oh! Okay, I think I need a little more of an animation when he lights the wick. I did not know that he had done that. Sound effects.
Think you're real funny, don't you? That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Okay. Right trigger. There. Okay. Now, all right, let me put the dynamite in my hand away. Why? Okay, now run away. See, there's no animation to it. I really want to be further away than that.
That belongs to the Lemoyne Raiders, you sons of bitches! Shit! We got men over here!
Yeah, am I allowed to shoot them? Wait, do I have a better gun than this? No, I don't.
Christ alive!
Wait, that's my friend.
I'm gonna kill you so good! Where did these sons of bitches come from? Alright, boys! We're putting
Okay.
you out of business!
It's a very awkward shooting angle.
We're taking blood for every drop of that shine! Try that again!
1, 2. This is a bad guy too, hopefully. 3. Oh, bullshit! I didn't press the right button. This is what happens when you don't play for like a couple days.
There's more coming up from those huts! Would you play? Push you up in our business? Get ready for that! Get on the rest with the Lemoyne Raiders!
Oh.
It's the real fight now, boy! Put another one in him! We're gonna add you to
I don't know what he's doing. I'm not pressing the go in circles button. Oh boy. This is not the way to gunfight.
I'll wish you're a dead man! He's still going! Hit him again! I'll rip
Hold on, I very much like the fact that his head is in the mud.
I don't see any more. Do you?
No.
Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
Fine by me.
All right, we can all go find Dutch together. Shortly after I get Mudman here, clear out his supply of revolver cartridges. Okay, oops. That's not what I meant. All right, I need something good. What's good? No. I need a good drink after that. Yeah, Kentucky bourbon. All right, anything else? Baked beans? That'd be okay, sure.
When I go out killing a man, nothing sets me straight again like a big old can of baked beans. I don't even need to heat 'em up. I just scoop 'em straight out of the can. Pour 'em down my gullet like I'm drinking that old Kentucky bourbon.
Whoops.
Sometimes throws off my hand-to-foot coordination, though. Makes it hard to get around, loot all the bodies. Why? Do the why.
Okay, whatever. So that guy had $1.69 on him. Am I just supposed to... Oh, my hat. P. Chris is voting for that voice more often. Yeah, I think there's going to be a gradual work over to Dutch. First of all, I put a lot of bullets out into the world, and I want to get some of those back. Secondly, these guys have silver belt buckles, $1.69s. So, and this is just sort of like something I've been wondering about. If we sell all of the pocket watches that Arthur has, does he lose the ability to know what time it is? When I push down on the D-pad, is he just like, I don't know, afternoon? 3 to 5 p.m. Whoa. So for all the times that this game looks amazing, every once in a while it'll let's do that. It's hard to see, it's hard to spot, but every once in a while. All right, that's probably enough. If we see any more dark-colored X's between here and Dutch, we will grab them. But otherwise, I feel like that's a pretty good loot cycle of everything here. I really like beans. Baked beans, refried beans, chili beans. Not such a fan of green beans. They're okay. They're you know, I can get behind green beans. Green beans are fine. Brussels sprouts are an affront to mankind. Green beans are good. Corn, peas. Lettuce is fine. Cabbage, not so much a fan of.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others. if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece of
Finally.
crap. Come on, move
We
it.
haven't like
Move
it. On a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. Deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families. I mean, I really think we can play this from all sides. It's got Hosea written all over it.
This is starting to sound like the Young Dutch again.
What do you mean, young Dutch? I'm as strong as I have ever been. Hey, you know what? Why don't I race you back?
Yes.
Okay, you're on.
That's the spirit. Okay, on my word. Set, go!
We just reached level 4 horsery. We're gonna be great at this.
You never were much of a rider.
We'll see about that.
Now, do I have to stick to the trail, or can I just, like, go directly to the camp? That's one of those things, it's always one of those questions in an open-world game like this. I remember Just Cause 2 had racing missions where, like, this is not a joke. The timer on them was so generous that you could actually get out. Maybe race is a little bit generous. I mean, it might have been like a time trial thing, but the timer on it was so generous that I would actually get out along the way to get collectibles that I saw and stuff like that. I really like those missions and remember that fondly. This is bullshit! Get up! Oh. Okay, I take no responsibility for that. That was Yalta or Dutch or this musical track. I think Feecrest was involved in it. Okay, hold on a second. We're gonna... Wait, no. We want horse. Yeah, have some corn. That was a terrible spill. Oh, gosh. Somebody give me a blue turtle shell. Hello to Geek Pantheon. Sorry, we're in the middle of a race, so if I missed you coming in, but I hope you're having a wonderful Thursday. Whoops.
I'm just picking my moment, Dutch.
Sorry, Arthur. This ain't looking good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I can cheat by going off the track. What do you think about that?
I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait. I love trying to predict what the thing is. In order to get silver, you need to not blow yourself up with a dynamite. In order to get gold, you have to not only win the race, but not wipe out. Complete the mission without taking any damage. My God. Get 10 headshots, complete with at least 70% accuracy. We did win the race back. All right, and Christ. All joking aside, that was rough. Here's what I think of you, says Yalta. Let's see. We need something nice. We gave her corn. How about... Oh, yeah, sugar cube. Have this. And also, brush. How do you brush? It's all these little subtle things. Brush is... Oh, no. Oops, what did I eat? Bread chunk? Okay, that's fine. Brush, there it is.
Come on, girl.
I'm not too proud to say that the beans scene in Blazing Saddles gets me every time. Everybody plays it so straight. Alright. Oh, gosh. It's 10 p.m. I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop playing. We hang out with Molly. I'll tell you what. Let's try to do one more thing. I wanted to try to go get the other thing here. Dutch has a very nice horse.
So, what do you think?
What do you mean?
About those two families. The rich ones in the big houses.
I don't know.
Go have a look around. See what you can find out. Calmly, I mean.
Sure.
Dutch and I, we both think there's money to be made.
I hope so. I'll see what I can find out.
Nate is voting to go get the, like a white Arabian horse. I will certainly keep my eye out for a nice, wild horse as we go. Or check in with the stables from time to time. But I get very attached to my, like, the horses that I use. Or, I mean, almost anything that I use. So, as a result, I'm loath to change them too often. I really don't know which way to go to get onto the path here. So we're just going to go north-ish. Work our way around the lake. Okay, this is fine. Just... There we go. And we're on the path and somehow going the wrong way. Well, how is this? Oh, because this path doesn't go anywhere. Although, wait. There's something at the end of this path. There was like a square indicating a structure. Let's go see what's up here. Could be where the Sasquatch lives. It could also just be an outhouse. Yeah, this thing. What's this? Oh, this is just the wreckage. Okay. Yeah, we went through here with Dutch and Hosea earlier. Alright. Oh. Head up this way. Should I stop and check out this smoke trail? Let's do this.
Easy.
Oh, yeah, and let's all keep an eye out for rabbits. I haven't forgotten that my long-term goal is 3 perfect rabbit pelts. Hello?
Hey, you can't be here.
I ain't here to cause trouble.
Alright, yeah, I'll leave. Bye. Arthur needs a bath, or laundry at least. While we're riding along, one of the only other things that came up recently that is maybe worth... It's not even like that long of a conversation. Somebody somewhere managed to hack into CD Projekt Red and like lock down their servers and allegedly steal a bunch of internal company communications and financial information and stuff like that. all I know is what's been alleged, and what's been alleged is so childish and destructive. Don't do that. Like, let's take Tashir right now. As of this speech, Cyberpunk 2077 has not been patched up into some sort of like fully fixed version, right? But Tashir over at Tashir Games has played the whole game and had a great time with it. He said, yes, he encountered some bugs, but those bugs did not in any way prevent or limit his enjoyment of the game. He had a great time with the story, great time with the characters, great time with the mechanics.
This ain't just.
Nope.
Keep your distance. Got a criminal here.
No worries. I'm not here to interrupt. Cyberpunk 2077 should have been released in a better condition than it was released. For the people who did not feel like they got their money's worth, the company offered a comparatively generous refund policy where people were allowed to, in some cases, play through the entire game and then request a full refund and get it granted. There are worse injustices in the world than a video game coming out and not being as good as people had hoped. I think that attacking a company, stealing their information... let me ask you something. A random animator that works at CD Projekt Red, someone who might have had personally sensitive information that was in any chat logs or whatever that were stolen, does that person deserve to have their privacy interrupted, their privacy damaged, diminished, their personal business spread all over the internet because this random hacker is upset at the state of Cyberpunk? You are not the hero in this story to the person that did that. Just... I feel like, once again, like one of the previous topics that we talked about, if I need to go on at length about this, then I just feel despair. It's a bad look. Don't do it. It's a bad look. It's a crime. It hurts innocent people. Do not do these things. If you're mad at a company for something like this, do not buy their products. Do not pre-order their next product. Wait for reviews and read word of mouth. There are responsible ways to express your discontent. It's interesting that the bugs, in fact, added to his enjoyment. We're not where we're going just yet. So another thing. So in a recent stream.
Hey, mister!
What?
Help me! How about we skip the small talk, eh?
Why don't you just move already?
Okay, I really want to have my gun out. Arthur will do anything that isn't put his gun up.
Hello. Nice try.
All right, I'm amazed I didn't get a criminal penalty for any of that. There were so many other people here that clearly saw what happened and yet would have reported this as a crime. So, in a different stream altogether recently, we were having a conversation over rumored casting for a television series about The Last of Us. And as I talk about this, let's just be aware that nothing that I say here is going to be a spoiler in any way for the game or the television series, which has not yet come out. It's just sort of like, we were having a conversation about, it was at least rumored that, and please forgive me if I mispronounce this because I still haven't heard it said aloud, but Mahershala Ali was going to potentially play the character of Joel in the Last of Us series. And in my discussion of this, I said, well, the issue with that is that he's very young. He seems too young to play the character of Joel, who, as of sort of the main time period in The Last of Us, would be in his, like, early to mid-50s. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, you know, Mahershala Ali looks like he's in his early 30s at most. Just for the record, just because I do like pointing out when I'm completely wrong about something, he's 46 years old. He might be 47. I'm bad at math. First of all, he looks astoundingly good for his age. Maybe other people will look at him and say, what is happening here?
I need assistance!
Okay,
Easy.
hold on a second.
Please stop! Oh, I beg you!
What is your deal?
I'm in bad
sorts here. I took a little jaunt and have managed to get myself hopelessly lost. I am staying in Strawberry. If you could just guide me back.
Can't think of a good reason to say no.
All right, this guy's gonna have a big
Thank
story.
you, sir. Well, after you.
So just to quickly run out the story. While talking about it, I said, oh, well, he seems very young to play the role. I would think that we'd want somebody more the age of Pop. So they both played characters in Luke Cage. And I was saying you'd probably want somebody who plays more the age of Pop. Immediately after the stream, my producer pointed out that in the television series Luke Cage, the character of Cottonmouth and Pop are supposed to be about the same age, like give or take a couple years. They're supposed to be contemporaries, which I'd completely forgotten about. All I'm saying is that, like, in reality, he is almost exactly the age that he should be to play that. He just doesn't look it to me, and that's it. That's the whole story.
What possessed me to come out here, I'll never know.
Okay, come on.
None of this is familiar to me, but
right.
It all looks the same, so...
Hop aboard.
What are you doing out here anyway?
Are we just
Clearly ain't your
walking?
natural habitat.
No, I'm just visiting. I'm from New York City, actually.
You don't say.
Oh, yes. There was some talk at the country club about this burgeoning little resort town called Strawberry. So I thought it might be quite the trip to see what all the fuss was. Perhaps make a few investments while it was still undervalued. Turns out I was made the fool.
Not enjoying it, Dan?
It's a town of splinters, if you could call it much of a town at all. I'd hardly stepped off the carriage and I'd taken in the whole place. I suppose some might call it charming. Let me tell you, charm is not worth much these days. You show me a timber frame shack and I'll show you Broadway. And meanwhile, you have this mayor, a quite intolerable blowhard. A little bespoke woodwork, and he thinks this is a cultural hub? The man's completely deluded. Well, I should give him some credit. He must be quite the salesman. He did get me out here, after all. More fool me. Now I'm tromping through the leaves in the muck with some cowboy. No offense.
Little taken.
You know, I got space on here for two. You can jump up.
Oh, yes. This does look familiar.
Oops, sorry. Yep, come on. $40. Oh man, hold on a second. I need to put on a jacket. Nope. None of this. This is nope. All wrong. Horse? Yes. No. What is this? No. 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 Wait, where's this just regular outfit? Wait. Did I... Wait, what did I do? Custom outfit? Son of a... Hold on a second. Custom, summer, winter. Okay. We used to have a brown coat. I don't know where it went to. I think I might have left it back at camp when I got changed. Tajir, quick question, because you seem to remember this guy. Is he supposed to get on the horse? Because this is a long way to go while he just sort of walks at a comfortable stroll. And mashes his face into Yalta's back end.
Oh, are we close to town? Sir, you've rescued me from the depths. You seem quite the resourceful sort, sir. If for some reason you plan to spend any time in Strawberry, you may want to look into that gabbing mayor. Something is definitely off with him.
All right. I'll keep that in mind.
All right, our business is concluded, sir.
Maybe stay in town for now, huh?
A rock and a hard place. Thanks anyway.
New Yorkers. Jesus.
Okay, now, I do see that our original goal is off to the right, but first of all, I'm no longer wanted in Strawberry. Secondly, I had a good experience last time that I stayed at the inn here, so we'll probably want to do that. And thirdly, I see that they have a wanted poster up to do a bounty, so let's go. Wait, hitch horse, yes. All right, here.
A couple of outlaws hijacked the stage there and got hijacked themselves down at the river.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's go pick up the bounty here.
You ain't a tourist, so I'm guessing you're a bounty hunter. Posters usually go up on that wall there.
Then I'm in luck.
So I very much like the fact that his greet is unique based on the last thing that he heard. All right. Joshua Brown, the notorious shootist, wanted for unlawful killings. Brown is of medium build, dark skin, and long mustache. Last known whereabouts was north of Strawberry. We happen to be headed north of Strawberry.
Word is he's made a home out of an old mine up in the Big Valley Mountains. But you might want to leave that one on the wall. Josh Brown to be a hard man to kill, let alone capture. And that's what we're asking for. Got half the bounty hunters in the state out looking for him.
I want your advice. I'll ask for it, okay?
Good luck with it.
Okay, so... ... Yep, bounty hunting. All right, let's go see if we can do the... I was going to say maybe we should pack it in, but let's go here because it is so close, right?
Come on now, get moving, will you?
Ah, hell.
Mayor's looking to keep building up through winter.
Tajir had confirmed, by the way, that that guy just follows along. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't, like... There wasn't some, like, hop aboard button that I wasn't thinking to push. It's kind of like when you're playing Dead Rising and it takes you a while to realize, oh, I can pick this person up and put them on Frank's back. Way easier to get around for that person with the broken ankle. Alright, Winton Holmes. Well, hopefully he's not here, and that would make it hard to recollect the debt. At least not without my gravedigger friend. Oh. I'm gonna take a guess.
Win, Holmes.
I didn't expect to run into no one out here.
Funny how far a man's debts will follow him. You got some money for me, boy? I seen your name in our ledger.
You're with the German? Look, I got it for you. It's just, I don't got it yet. It's up in them hills.
You panning for it?
Hunting it. I tracked this cougar. It's rare. Lily white coat, the pelt to more and cover what I owe.
If I'm skinning anything, I'm skinning you, boy.
Please, I'm out of work. It's the only way you'll get paid, and all the hard work's already done.
Fine. Move.
We'll, need our horses. It's, quite a trip.
Yeah. This way. Come on. All right, drive, boy. Let's get where we're going. Drive.
Okay, follow me.
Drive.
I'm driving.
Make me come out here, make me chase all over this goddamn mountain?
Hey, you knew it was a risk.
I didn't know nothing. Your name is all I knew.
Well, the German-speaking fella then, Mr. Strauss, he knew my work situation was precarious, that this whole thing was a risky venture.
Wait, risky? Am I at risk now? Are you threatening me, Winton Holmes?
I ain't. No, certainly not. Sir, I'm merely stating, a man without a job, with limited prospects, at those rates, repayment was by no means guaranteed. I said I'd do my best, and I did.
You're continuing to annoy me.
Sorry, Caroluna just raided over. Hello to Caroluna, Dweezil, Moo, Azric's been here. Hello to everybody. Sorry, we are about to hunt a completely white leopard, I think it is, in order to collect a debt.
Here, up the stream.
I hope you guys had a wonderful time watching Caroluna. Hunting is not my strong suit for sure.
I guarantee repayment. Because I'm going to get that money out of you. If I got to squeeze you like a lemon, it's coming out.
Yeah, of course. We're onto it now, okay? We're onto it now. The cash is in that cougar, mister. Sure as pumpkins ain't cauliflowers, the cash is in that cougar.
It better be, or I'll turn you into a goddamn cauliflower.
Up here, we ain't too far now. What I know about cats, this one's rare as hen's teeth. I mean, you ever seen an alabaster wildcat?
Big thing about cougars is they see you, not the other way around.
That may be, but you'd see this one. I've been hunting with my pa. Shot all kinds of cats. Never one like this. In another life, I'd have sought my fortune outdoors, not in the hot, stinking belly of a tar pit.
I ain't interested in your regrets or your life story, Mr. Holmes. Just your damn money. Drive.
Moo was asking if he said I'm going to squeeze him like a lemon. He might have. I was more distracted by the phrase, the cash is in the cougar.
This is it. Her den. We should leave the horses. Whoa there.
The cougars are nocturnal. Not sure that this is going to be the best plan.
All right. Show me.
You'll see her soon. Quiet now. Won't be able to miss her shining in the dark. You hear that? There's a cougar in here. And I bet she's white as virgin cotton.
So, there's a significant problem. I did not bring my good gun. I'm scared. That's what's wrong. No, I need a way better gun than my pistols. My pistols are going to be treated like a gentle suggestion by this cougar. Hey, you knock it off. You be dead now. Alright, I don't know which one of these is mine. Okay, horse cargo. Nope, no. I need... Yeah, okay, so... Bow is not going to work. It's going to see us coming. And I don't want to shoot it with a shotgun. That would ruin the pelt. And certainly not a double-barreled shotgun. So... The repeater, I think, is our best bet. I'll bring along the shotgun just in case things really get... awful, but we'll focus on repeater. Goofy's ready for the weekend. I know the feeling. Today was its own level of stress. But like I point that out, but then, like, after I got out, I got a chance to, you know, talk with Mia over the phone for a while, and it's fine. You know, I feel that Mia has that ability that when you're sort of hanging out with her, like, if you've been in her stream, you know this is true. It's the same as, like...
The tunnel diverges up here. I'll take the left, you go right, and we'll see if we don't converge down a ways.
Okay, we better
Look out for...
Yeah.
converge somewhere. She just has this quality of make you feel, you know, better after you talk with her.
Holmes? Quentin Holmes?
I don't know where I'm going.
Don't mess around with me, boy. There's a corpse down here. An old one.
Oh, not so old that it doesn't have some good moonshine, though.
Damn deader. Oh, penniless idiot.
Whoa, okay. Stop.
Gotcha. Hellcat.
All right. In retrospect, maybe I didn't have to use the shotgun there. You saw I immediately went for the shotgun. That wasn't a mistake. I was like, oh, wait. It already got one.
It's white. That'll be rare.
Yeah, I bet she doesn't. If I was Yalta, I wouldn't come in here either. I kind of want to bring the carcass along. I feel like the pelt is one thing, but also the body would be worth something. Thank you to everybody. I'm getting some Jeremys. Dweezil's saying night fee, but I'm not sure which of them is going to sleep.
Man ain't coming.
Whether it's Dweezil or Fee, I hope you guys have a great night. Let's put this away. Yeah, I bet it can. I'm gonna go get that, sell the white cougar pelt. Yeah, I'm gonna sell the white cougar body, too. Hopefully. I think it's down here. Tajir's making me feel a lot better about drop midnight triple. No, Cattleman's revolver. I don't want that. I do want this. No, wait, stop. Wait. Okay, stop for. Oh my god. Nope. Wow, I really made a mess out of this. Where's my good guns? What did I do? Okay. Midnight's pistol. And then I had a different good gun, I thought. Cattleman's revolver. Boy, they don't make this easy. No. Oh boy. I have really messed this up because now I don't have the guns that I came in with and I can't find them and I can't even pick up the cougar. So the good news is I think that we can select guns back on the horse. So I don't think this is a big deal. Oh, but Tajir was saying that it took him a couple tries to get this cougar. I think I just got lucky. I saw it come out and was like, okay, just the maximum firepower directly in the face. Because let's all remember the encounter with the wolves where I just fired an entire cylinder of pistol rounds into it, and the wolf was like, is that for me? What is this even? Okay, let's hop aboard. Come here. Now, yeah, I thought I had a better Flacco's revolver. Yeah, pretty sure. That's so cool. Azric still has 4 days left to his vacation. All right, it looks like in order to close out this quest, we do, like, it's directing us to a specific butcher. Yikes. Okay. All right, and I want to... Now, we need something more nourishing than a sugar cube. Wild carrot. That sounds great.
Good girl. Yeah.
In other news, they just announced that both Pyra and Mithra would be joining the cast of Super Smash Brothers. I don't know what to make of the fact that they keep adding more characters. I'm not against it. I'm just surprised. I'm surprised that there's still a development team that is working on what must be a fairly rapid clip, a fairly focused clip on brand new content for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which, as of this sentence, must be at least 2 years old. That's... And I know that they sell these characters. It's not just something that's being given away for free, but wow. I'm glad for it. I feel like Nintendo has a very deep stable of characters that they can draw from to add more stuff, and Pyra and Mithra are a solid choice. It's just surprising to me that they're not looking at a sequel. I know that it's Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's supposed to be the last one. I think we can just sell directly from... Sorry. Sell. Alright, and white cougar pelt. 38 bucks.
Pretty standard fare these days.
I don't know if we want to sell any duck meat. Oh, all our fish. It did not occur to me. It didn't occur to me that we weren't going to do that. I got a good rabbit pelt. We can sell that. Mature venison meat? Sure. Salted venison? Let's get rid of that. Alright, that's good enough. So Azric says that he may have found the fix for the Division 2 crashing. If you do find it, I would share that far and wide. It feels like there's been a lot of unsteadiness for it. Ever since the Division 2 got one of its recent patches, it feels like it's been very, very prone towards unsteadiness. No, I want items. Just looking for anything else to refill the Deadeye core. Oh, that brought it way up. Wow. Let's finish it off with a smoke. Not that. Plain cigarettes, yeah. $47 degrees. Yeah, it's a little bit hot for this jacket, but not that. So, the next thing that I think that we would go do is that bounty hunt. But it is exactly 10:30 here on the Eastern Seaboard, so this is a great opportunity to call it quits. Let's go in here. Let's try to remember which of these things leads us to a save game option. And speaking of crashing, this was a little bit of a test ourselves because between the last episode of Red Dead Redemption 2 and this one, we attempted to do a stream off of the PlayStation, and normally we do it through Remote Play and then broadcast it through OBS, and OBS just puked all over the place, and it did it twice in rapid succession in a way that seemed to indicate maybe there was going to be some sort of larger technical issue. But the good news is we were able to stream some Hitman after that. That was a lot of fun, and then do a full stream of this. So whatever it is that OBS doesn't like about it seems to be maybe that specific game or the way that we were doing it. Don't worry. I think what we're going to do instead of trying to marry OBS into that is just stream directly from the PlayStation next time. So look for that coming up, I suspect. Maybe tomorrow, but I think that over the weekend is a little bit more likely. Now, regrettably, neither today nor tomorrow will Tashir Games be live, but he did announce on Twitter that he's going to be live again tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on Saturday and Sunday for Division Force. So please check him out for that. Also, when you are watching Division Force, be aware that you're going to hear some really great music going on in the background. And no, that is certainly not the soundtrack to that game. That is Streamer FX, which is the music streaming service and purchase service that is run by Tashir, and it gives you access to a vast library of really great independent artists that you can use in your stream without worry about getting in trouble for royalties or copyright strikes or anything like that. So if you're looking for, an opportunity to A, showcase independent artists, B, help out an independent business, and C, spice up your own stream with some great music, it's the trifecta, and I highly recommend that you check that out. I also recommend that you check out More Than Amia's Night in the Woods stream. She just finished that game up yesterday, and we talked about it briefly before. If you are curious about the game, it gets my recommendation. I feel like Night in the Woods probably has a slow pace. There's a lot of dialogue. None of it is voice, so it's a lot of reading, or if you're in the mood to stream it, probably some voice acting. But the destination is worth the journey, and I was very impressed by both the quality and quantity of writing, and I thought that it was a wonderful game. Night in the Woods is a game that I think I'm going to buy, even though I don't think that I'm going to play it, because I've seen Mia's stream, but I watched that stream through, and I said that this seems like a development team that deserves our money. They worked really hard on that, and if there's any criticism that can be made about streaming, it can sometimes be that you have an opportunity to expose yourself to the entirety of a story content without paying money to the original creators. And Night in the Woods seems like something that deserves my money. I don't want to oversell it, but I was pretty impressed by the quality of that story. If you are certain that you are not going to play it, or have already played it and wanted to see somebody else go through it, you can find that entire playthrough over at twitch.tv/morethanamia. Patikan recently finished up his full-length playthrough of Immortals Phoenix Rising and has now returned to do some of the new content in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. In both cases, he's aimed for a 100% playthrough, and he's got some road ahead of him on that, because there is new content being released for both games, and I think that he says that he has the season pass on both, so that is very good. Tashir says that he thinks Azric's solution may help. I would be interested to know more about it. I will say that we used to have severe crashing in the Division 2 when played in DirectX 12 mode. And after doing so much testing and so much searching online, the solution that had solved it up until now appeared to be go into the options of the Division 2 and turn off low latency mode, which, as far as I can tell, governs like how much animation priority is given to the character. We toggled that off, and not only did it make absolutely no difference in how well the character moves, the movement of the cursor, like there's absolutely no change in latency, but it totally and 100% fixed the crashing in DirectX 12. Since then, there's been a lot of Division 2 played, just sort of like milling around in the story, and absolutely no crashes. That is unrelated to the OBS thing, so I'll be interested to know if Azric's fix is successful for him, and then we might try it on our setup as well, because if there's one thing that we strive for is at least consistency in quality, and we want to make sure that all the different episodes in a series look fairly similar so that there's not huge hiccups or upsets in the quality. you won't find any hiccups in quality if you check out Drienne Levaude's ongoing playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. The most recent episode that they did was a major story drop. I remember that section of the game well. It is one of the few bits of feedback that I have for the developers where a lot of the best story beats in Horizon Zero Dawn kind of require, not best, but the ones that stuck with me some of the most, require you to stand very still and listen to audio logs. The audio logs are very well done. The story is extremely, I really enjoyed the story a lot. The fact that the way in which it's delivered through some of the game requires you to just stand there and listen, because if you move, it might cut off the audio and you have to listen to the audio log from the beginning. We need a better delivery mechanism for that. But that's the section that Drienne was doing, and it's such a good game. And Horizon looks so good, too. Like, this game looks amazing, but so does Horizon Zero Dawn. Thank goodness that came to PC. I'm very much looking forward to Tashir's playthrough as well. But if you're interested in seeing somebody engage with Horizon Zero Dawn for the very first time, check out Drienne Levaude at DREN_LAVODE. Drienne is nearly done with that. Papa Lotko has recently fully finished Disco Elysium. And I love it when Papa gets to do a full playthrough of something. That's another game that is very, very dialogue driven. I don't think there's a lot of spoken dialogue in it, so there's a lot of reading and voice acting to do with it. But she recently finished that up, and I was there to be present for the finale. I will say that I was very careful not to look at the game very closely, because that will be getting a playthrough here someplace. But much like Horizon, if you're interested in seeing somebody interact with Disco Elysium for the very first time, someone who is smart and interested and engaging with the game very closely, please check out Papa Lotko. She also does some fantastic art streams, and when she stopped by this in an earlier episode, turns out she has a very deep knowledge of the Tropico series as well. It's easy for me, not having played many of the Tropico games, to say they all look kind of the same, but she knew which ones had the great soundtrack, which ones had the most interesting campaigns and stuff. Tropico, more varied than you think. Oh, and speaking of what you'd think, Evil Genius 2 comes out at the end of March, and that is actually up for a pre-order on Steam. And yes, we are already pre-ordering it. I do not know how quickly we will be doing some streams of Evil Genius 2, but that is the game that was made for me and me alone. I mean, I assume other people will play it, but I've never heard anybody talk about Evil Genius until that game got announced, and we talked about it here, and we've had folks like Samalander or the Geek Pantheon come through and say, oh yeah, Evil Genius, that was cool. I am so looking forward to Evil Genius 2. Never in a million years did I think that game was going to get a sequel, and I'm so happy that it's coming out. Fingers crossed that it is as good as it looks, and that the sort of odd balance issues that were sometimes hard to ignore in the first one are all getting completely fixed up, because in terms of its tone and theme and the way that it balances humor with smart, interesting mechanics, that first game had a lot going on. It was one of my favorite sort of base building games, and I'm so excited that it's getting a sequel. So that'll be something fun to look ahead to on the horizon. That's everything I can think of for right now. Please do check out folks like Azaric, Mr. Binky, Jason McMaster, who I think is streaming Neo 2 right now. He's our most likely raid target in just a few moments. And, oh gosh, so many others. SG Tiffany, Toxic with 2 Ks, Petiken, I think I already called him out. Petieken, by the way. There's so much great content here on Twitch, and it's so great to have such a wide variety of people to draw from, because no matter what day of the week... Actually, I just called them out. Both Samalander and the Geek Pantheon do great streams. The Geek Pantheon doing his first ever playthrough of the Telltale Walking Dead series, and Samalander has been doing a very, very deep dive into RimWorld, and I haven't seen a lot of different RimWorld streams, but the RimWorld streams that I have seen have mostly focused on jumping into it for 90 minutes to 2 hours, and then having some terrible event happen that just craters all the experience. And they people get a lot of enjoyment out of trying and failing, like what's going to take me down this time. But Samlander has an awesome colony up, and it's a good chunk of the map at this point, with different chatters being in there and sort of represented by colonists, and it has been so much fun to watch. So if you've been curious in RimWorld and wanted to see some probably mid to late game coming up in terms of the complexity of the setup, I hope that you'll check that out. It's hard to say too much about the Telltale Walking Dead games. You have either played them and know how impactful they can be, and if you're in the mood for some great conversation, character deconstructions, and feedback on what works and what doesn't through the eyes of someone who's encountering it for the first time, the Geek Pantheon is a great choice. If you have not played them, I recommend them. I very specifically recommend in the Walking Dead, the definitive edition. Some of the meta game features of the original releases have broken since the collapse of Telltale, but if you get the definitive edition, all of the, like, at the end of the chapter where it shows you how your choice is stacked up against others, all of those features are fully functioning, and I think it is a journey worth taking for sure. Geek is currently saying they are an emotional nightmare. That's what you can say about that series. Very much agreed. And I've enjoyed listening to Geek Pantheon's thoughts as he goes through. Also, one of the players in Kyber Shards, which is a weekly Dungeons & Dragons video series we'll go with. It's a live campaign that Geek is playing with his friends. I think Phil is the DM, and then Sorry BTR is in there, and a couple other players who I don't know if they're on Twitch, but that's been a lot of fun to watch, and new episodes go up every Monday, and I hope that you will check that out as well. With that, let's go find somebody fun to raid, most likely Jason McMaster. We may be back tomorrow afternoon before twitch.tv/morethanamia does Frightening Fridays, but either way, we will certainly be joining in the chat there, and then the chat for Tashir Games when he does Division Force on Saturday. Cara Luna, thank you again so much for the raid. Thank you to Groomfy and Moo and Geek Pantheon. Tashir Patikan is probably in raid mode. Thank you to Azaric. Best wishes to Brian over the car. He got some bad news about his car. It's going to be a very expensive repair or replacement, I think is a little bit more likely based on the repair cost. So best wishes there. And speaking of best wishes, we will go out with once again a just expression of sympathy for the people who are in Texas and other parts of the country that are currently without power, in some cases without food, without access to running water due to frozen pipes and other problems. We once went 10 days. It might have been 9. I don't want to oversell it. It was 9 or 10 days with no electricity in conditions that were not as bad as what is happening elsewhere in the country. Like, not temperatures that cold, but certainly in the 30 to 40 degree range, and that alone it made for some very, very dark nights and some very, very tough mornings, and that went on for basically a week and a half. So we've been where some of those folks are. It is not a situation that should be forgotten about or brushed aside, because there's a lot of suffering happening right now in the United States, and I hope that the power gets back on quickly and that people are able to find access to the warmth and food and support that they need. With that, we will now find somebody else fun to raid, and we'll see you guys a little bit later for another fun stream. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.